Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss marginal proposition to save. First I will define what we call marginal proposition to save. Generally, marginal proposition to save refers to a ratio between change in saving caused by change in income that we call marginal proposition to save. Simply, when we have to calculate marginal proposition to save, formula to calculate marginal proposition is change in saving divided by change in income. And this is the formula in order to calculate marginal proposition to save. Yes, I will give you example in order to understand this concept. For example, for example, for example, if an economy if income of an economy arises from 100 crore to 200 crore. CR means crore to 200 crore. 200 crore. And saving arises from 80 crore to 80 crore to ऐसे भी हम लिख सकते हैं rise from 20 crore to 80 crore. Then what is marginal proportion to save? What is marginal proportion to save? Simply, as I tell in previous lectures, margin means additional. When we gain additional income, then definitely that additional income will be saved. Simply, I will write formula: marginal proportion to save will be equal to change in saving divided by change in income. Now, as per this formula, first we have to calculate change in saving. Change in saving here, I write saving rises from 20 crore to 80 crore. Meaning difference between 20 crore to 80 crore is 60 crore. That we call change. Then change in income, that is 100 crore to 200 crore. This difference between 100 crore to 200 crore, this 100 crore. When we cancel out, we get 0.6. That means 60%. Meaning this indicates us 60%. I will write. It indicates 60% of income of an economy is saved. Rest 40% is spent on consumption expenditure. that we call marginal propensity to save. Margin means first, for better understanding what we call margin. At first, yes, in an economy there was only 100 crore. Additional means when income is increased from 100 to 200, means 100 here is 100 plus 100, that is equal to 200. This 100 is additional. 100 is additional income. Meaning this additional income leads to, when an additional income, and here is 20 crore to 80 crore. Means when in an economy, I will show you this. When an economy in initial stage, economy was only 100 crore. Yes, 100 crore was income level, 20 crore was saving in initial stage. When income increased from 100 to 200, increase in income plus 100 crore, this becomes 200 crore. This leads to increase in saving. Yes, 20 crore to 80 crore, 80 CR. That means 60. It shows us 200 crore increase in income level from 100 to 200 in an economy leads to 20 to 80 crore. Means 60 crore. Means 100 crore here increase in 100 crore leads to 60 crore in increase in saving. Means what this for better understanding, that means yes, there is a positive relationship between income and saving. Means when income increases 100 crore, this leads to increase in 60 crore saving. Is now in an economy more 60 crore are saved for future, for business, for different investment purpose. Before only 20 crore was saved from 100 crore. Now when income increases, more income is saved in 80%. That means when we make difference between 20 and 80, that means 60%. Increase of 100 leads to, simply increase of 100 leads to 60. 60 means 100 crore leads to 60 crore saved. Before 100 crore, here was 20 crore saved. That is what we call marginal additional income. Additional income definitely increases income will lead to increase in saving, as there is a positive relation between income and saving. Now, I will show it with the help of schedule and diagram. Schedule will be here I will write income, here I will write change in income, saving, change in saving, here I will write marginal propensity to save, that is equal to change in saving divided by change in income. Simply, for example, if income is 100, 200, 300, saving is, yes, saving is 20, 80, 150. Now we have to calculate change in income. Here will minus, here will be empty, as there is no variable above from which we can make difference between the two variables. Now 100 and 200, here will be 100. 200 and 300, here will be 100. Now difference between 20 and 80, that will be, here will be empty. 20, 80, here will be 60. Here will be 70. Now we have to calculate, yes, margin propensity, change in saving divided by change in income. Change in saving, here is change in saving is 60. Here will be change in 60 divided by Yes, change in saving here will be 100. 60 divided by 100, that will be 0.6. Here is 70 divided by 100. 70 divided by 100. This will be 0.7. Now, as per this, I will draw the diagram. This is y, this is x, this is x, here will be 0, here will be saving, here will be income. Now, as I have already discussed in previous lecture, first we will take saving. Saving is 20, 80, 150. I will write here. It is 20, here I will write 80, here I write 100, yes, 150. Now, income 100, 200, 300. Here will be 100, here will be 200, 3, 4, 400. Now, as per the schedule, I will join. Yes, saving 20, 100. 20 with 100. Second, 80 with 200. 80 with 200. Now, yes, I will draw the saving curve. Saving curve will be just like, as I tell you, saving curve starts from negative, that is 40. In previous lecture, I discussed this. Here is 0, when at 0 level of income, consumer is still consuming. Why? As I tell you in earlier lectures, here consumer will still consume even his level of income is 0. But above this, there is a positive relationship. As income increase from 100 to 200, saving increase from 20 to 80. This shows us as difference between 100 to, chalo, I will write here. First point, as we can easily write few points. Saving changes from 20 to 80, that means 60, difference is 60. Second, income changes from 100 to 200, that means 100. Now, marginal proportional to save, MPS, that will be equal to change in saving divided by change in income. That will be equal to 60 divided by 100. That will be equal to 0.6, as I tell you. Now, for this is change in income, y. This is change in saving. That is the change in saving divided by change in income. This is change in saving is 20 to 80. 20, this gap is 60. This gap is 100. That is why we call this margin proportional to save. Here change between 100 to 200 is 100. Here is saving, as this y-axis is 20 to 80 is 60. That is why I write 60 divided by 100. That we call margin proportional to save. There is a positive relation between income and saving. Why there? If we can write third, there is a positive relation. Between income and saving, as y, income and saving, y, as y increases, saving also increases. To conclude this lecture, as I discussed, average proposal save, margin proposal save, average proposal consume, margin proposal consume. These are these are four concepts. Focus on that. Definitely, there will be difference. They will put question difference between the average proposal consume, margin proposal consume. Sometimes, yes, average proposal save or margin proposal to save. yes, and try to, just like as I am trying. I write, if you make analysis of my lectures, I try first write down the statement. Then I try to write if equation possible. Where I find equation, I write that. Third, I write, yes, definitely explanation, explanation of the theory. Fourth, if you make analysis, I draw schedule. After schedule, I draw the graph. In most of the lectures, I explain in few points explanation of graph. And it's a structure of our types of our questions in economics, especially in class 12. First you have to write down the statement. While here is demand. If here is a, for example, defined demand, you have to write down the demand, what we call demand, explanation of demand with equation. Quantity demand is there's an inverse between the quantity demand and quantity, yes, QD and price. If price increase, quantity demand fall. If price fall, quantity demand. Then explanation of the demand. There's an inverse between price and quantity demand. Is with numerical. Schedule. Then draw the schedule, just like I draw. Then graph, demand curve. After that explanation of the graph, on x-axis we write, yes, quantity demand, on y-axis we write price. There's an inverse to if price increase, quantity demand. Man, it is just like structure. If in your examination 6 marks question or 4 marks question, definitely you have to write down not in brief but in 2 to 3 lines. In 2 to 3 lines you have to write statement, equation, explanation, schedule, graph. These in 2 to 3 lines. And you get exact marks. But if you forget among, yes, any of these points, it will not give you correct meaning of the, yes, correct meaning of that question. Be it demand, supply, जो भी कुछ हो. You have to be in these points. You should keep in mind: statement, equation, yes, explanation of schedule, graph, explanation of graph. You have to keep this in mind. Then write down answers to the questions in your examination. I think it's enough for today. In coming lectures, I will take new concept. Till that time, hope for the best. Take care. Thanks. Have a nice day.